Welcome back to a new video, ladies and gents. We are rebuilding the New England Patriots with Mac Jones being our starter. And as you can see, the Patriots made some moves in the offseason. As we look at the squad here, pretty solid. We're obviously going to start Mac Jones over Cam Newton. But this team looks pretty solid. I could trade someone, but I think I'm going to leave the team the same as I really like what it's looking like here. And the defense is pretty solid as well. So I want to keep that all the same. And one person I'm thinking of picking up, I thought about maybe signing a free agent wide receiver if he's available. I was thinking of Des Bryant, but he's not here. I wanted a big receiver, but I guess we'll pause off on that for now. But what we're going to do, we're going to simulate through the season and then see if we can make the playoffs with Mac Jones being the starter. Let's get into it. So we made the playoffs going 10-6. The Jets were 9-7. We actually just played them and beat them 35-30. So it should be another easy dub. We're going to upgrade all of our players, take a look at our stats, and then continue to see how we did in the playoffs. We're in 85 offense, 87 defense. We went 10-6, Bills went 10-6, and Jets went 9-7. So it looks like all three of our teams made the playoffs. Our offense was first. Mac Jones is the truth, and our defense was 14. Mac Jones, 41 touchdowns, 9 picks, 5,000 passing yards, 110 passer rating, and 9 picks. That's crazy. We had 10 rushing TDs for James White. Nelson Aguilar had 1,200 yards. Hunter Henry had 1,200. Jacoby Myers had 13 touchdowns. That's crazy. Let's look at the defense. 9.5 sacks when Matthew Judon led the team. We had a great amount of interceptions all over. So Mac Jones is obviously the truth. He fits the system well. We had 41 touchdowns with him, 9 picks. He has become an 81 overall, surprisingly. So this is everyone's overall now. Not too bad, not too bad. Mac Jones surprisingly is only an 81, considering that, oh, he was a 76 before, so I guess that's okay. I guess it makes sense. Defense, everything stays really the same. Nobody really changed much. It's just Mac Jones who really did his thing. So we're gonna advance. First game against the Jets went 9-7. We took a dub. Now we're facing the Ravens, and I expected us to beat the Jets and Zach Wilson because we just beat them the week before. So why would we lose? Facing the 11-5 Ravens. Let's see how we do against them. We actually ended up losing by 4, 42-38. So not too bad for a rookie year for Mac Jones, who probably is going to win MVP because he had 5,000 passing yards. But in the conference championship, we have the Niners and Washington football team. Then we also have the Ravens and the Chiefs. So let's see who takes that. Probably going to get some guys that made the Pro Bowl, of course. Looks like our boy Kendrick Bourne broke out as a receiver. Mac Jones obviously made the Pro Bowl. He's QB number 1. Receivers, Nelson Aguilar was the only one that made it. Hunter Henry. Offensive line, David Andrews, Shaq Mason, Trent Brown. Defense, none of our guys here besides Matt Judon, of course. And corners, safeties. Okay, so none of those guys made it, but not too bad for a first year. We have a guy who broke out. We have Kendrick Bourne. I feel like I'm primed for a big game against them. Oh, but we already played. We already played that. So let's advance to the next week. We get upgrade players. Mac Jones got +5 skill points available, so he just became goated. I know he won MVP. The greatest rookie of all time. And the Ravens ended up losing the Super Bowl to the Niners, 31-35. Drake Greenlaw wins Super Bowl MVP. So Mac Jones won the NFL MVP in his rookie year, but he didn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Okay. Well, Mac Jones won MVP. So there you have it. Mac Jones is the truth. End of video. Nah. So we're going to keep it going from there. We're going to see what players we could re-sign. Maybe we re-sign Danny Vitale. He's our fullback, you know. Helps out with the team. We'll get him back. Dante Hightower's 31, but he's regressing, so we're going to let him walk. J.J. Tiller, we don't need another back. Miles Bryant and James Ferrance, we're going to let those guys go. Let's go to first week of free agency. Probably not going to be that much players available, but we have 49 million available. Richard Sherman is a free agent. We kind of do need a middle linebacker, so that's kind of something we should probably address. Middle linebacker, just Jawan Bentley. You're probably going to try to draft one, but it's probably going to be Jawan Bentley and Raekwon McMillan leading the show. Got Calvin Noy in his last year. Matthew Judon's not too bad. Cornerbacks are good. Quarterback, Mac Jones is an 85. He's a beast. Running back, we definitely do need a running back, I'd say, but we could always draft one, so I'm not too worried about that. Same thing, receiver, I'm not too worried about that. So our team is still really primed really nicely, so not too mad about that. We're just going to send to the draft. So with our first pick in the draft, we have pick 26. We can look at players scouted. And we could look at middle linebacker. We have a kid named Enrique Sprinkle. He's a mid-first rounder. Not too bad. We could pick him up. I feel like that should be our best bet, going with Enrique Sprinkle. So that's who we're going to go with, 74 overall. We're going to pair him up next to Juwan Bentley. Should be pretty solid. Enrique Sprinkle. Now with our second round pick, what we could do here, if there's a first round receiver that's sitting here, we got Alexander Shields, late first rounder. Alexander Shields looks like the real deal. I feel like we could pick him up. He could be an asset for us. We have no offensive line scouted. That's crazy. D tackles, we do. We have Del Colbert, who's an early first rounder. I'm gonna see if we can scoop him up. 77 overall, number 2 in true value. Not bad. Pair him up with Christian Barmore. Should be pretty solid. And then with this pick here, if we still have a receiver that's high overall that's available, we could go for him. But we don't. We have a kid named Jamal Thurston and Devon Darden. I'm gonna trade one of our D tackles for a solid receiver. So I'm gonna let that position rock. We got a strong safety here though, and Sean Howard. So I'm gonna draft him. 77 overall. We're getting some real steals at this point of the draft, which is really nice to see. Now we're in the 4th round here. If there's anything high like a 2 or a 3, we're gonna go for them. We got Philip Hazelton, late 2nd rounder, run stopper. We'll just pick him up from the depth on the squad, and then that's all we're gonna draft. I'm gonna let the simulation handle the rest of it. If you look at the draft recap, after we did that, we got a guard, right tackle, cornerback, and another running back. So not too bad. Pretty solid draft overall. I think I want to move one of the D tackles to see if we could get a number 1 receiver. That wouldn't be too bad. So we got Christian Barmore and Colbert, and we could just move Devon Gacho. See if any team has value for him. If any team is interested. There is not many teams interested in him, which is interesting, considering that he's not too bad of a D tackle. So, but us on the other hand, we're looking for a big receiver to use for the squad. They got CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper. We could try Amari Cooper. You know, okay, that's nothing right there. CeeDee Lamb, let's see what we get there. So CeeDee Lamb, we can maybe throw in like a pick for CeeDee Lamb. We throw in Devon Gacho, and throw in Devon Gacho a 3rd for CeeDee Lamb. So this would work. So I'm gonna try a 2nd. If not, we're gonna try like a 3rd and a 5th. Trade-off was accepted. So we picked up our number 1 receiver. We have CeeDee Lamb now. He's our number 1 guy. I think he's gonna prove pretty nice for us, considering we didn't really need an upgrade at receiver, but that's pretty nice regardless. So this is going to be very good for the team. And I'm thinking we definitely do need to get a running back, and I think either we trade for one or whatever the case may be, because we need a right outside linebacker apparently. So let's see if Kyle Van Noy has value anywhere. If not, we're going to just figure it out. He definitely does not, so let's see if we could stain someone. Like if we could get a steal for a running back somewhere. We got Chris Carson, Rashawn Penny, Najee Harris, Philip Lindsay, Derrick Henry is not going anywhere, of course. David Montgomery, Damian Williams, Tariq Cohen, Joe Mixon. Not these running backs here, not these running backs here. Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. I'm not going to mess up that duo. Jonathan Taylor. I always like getting Jonathan Taylor. I always feel like he's a solid pickup for us. So I'm going to pick him up. Kyle Van Noy for Jonathan Taylor. I think straight up a 3rd would work. Let me see. I think straight up a 3rd would definitely work for Jonathan Taylor, but it actually doesn't. So maybe we could try Marlon Mack maybe. Let's see what value he has. If we give a 3rd for Marlon Mack. Wow, it's not even there. Interest level is not even there at all. That's surprising. Travis Etienne and let's see if we can get James Robinson. We can't. We could try to get what's his name, Travis Etienne. But let's see if there's just any other player we could grab really quick that could be worth it. Kenyon Drake could be worth it, but I'm not too confident in him. We try a 3rd for Josh Jacobs. That's definitely not going to work. Cam Akers is solid. Yeah, so we're gonna try what's his name, Travis Etienne. This will probably go through. So we're just gonna give a 4th for him. All right, maybe a 3rd should work. A 3rd and a strong safety. They want a strong safety. So who do we have as strong safety? We have Kyle Duggar and Sean Howard and Jalen Mills. So we could go Jalen Mills for Travis Etienne. They're not that interested. All right, how about this? We give Jalen Mills and a 4th for Travis Etienne. All right, Jalen Mills and a 3rd for Travis Etienne should work. Wow, they're not interested. And a 4th. Okay, so we got a new running back. Travis Etienne's our #1 guy. We're now gonna move. I think we're gonna move James White. See if he has any value. Of course, he has a couple value. Not a couple. He has value everywhere. We're gonna see if we can get a right outside linebacker that fits our scheme, that can join our team to replace our guy. If any, Marcus Golden is 30 though. We should also know. Bobby Okereke, Jalen Smith, Andrew Van Ginkel. Not a lot of outside linebackers play the scheme we run, but the Packers are interested. Preston Smith could be a steal for us. They want a center. We have David Andrews. Nah, we're good there. How about right guard? Nah, we're good there. Right tackle, we're good there too. Left end, we're good there. And they want a fullback. All right, so we're just gonna end up giving like a running back for him. We'll give them James White for Preston Smith. All right, so they like that. So we're gonna throw in a 7th as well for Preston Smith. Okay, a 6 will probably work. All right, so we get Preston Smith now. We address that situation. So we have about 2 years of Preston Smith. We're going to move Kyle Van Noy now. Maybe we could see if we get some picks back for him. See if we get a 3rd. Let's go to a team that has a huge need for a right outside linebacker. So the Bears. The Bears have a huge need for him. I just want a 4th. If that could work, that'd be nice. Boom. So we get a 4th for him. And then now that our team is looking there, let's see quarterback. We have Mac Jones, of course, who went crazy. Receivers, we got CeeDee Lamb now. Right tackle. Offensive line is pretty solid. D tackles I'm happy with. Front 7 I'm actually pretty happy with, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, so our defense is looking pretty stout still, so I'm very, very satisfied with that. And 87 offense, 85 defense. Let's send to the playoffs and see how well we do. Wow, so we didn't make the playoffs. We ended up going 6-10. We regressed. I thought we upgraded the team, but it looks like we regressed. Wow, our offense was 26. Mac Jones went down heavily. 30 touchdowns, 16 picks, 93.7 passer rating. That's a big drop off compared to his rookie year. Travis Etienne didn't really do too much running the ball. CeeDee Lamb though had 1,000 yards, so not too bad. Defense didn't do anything too crazy. Our guys didn't really perform as well as we wanted them to, so that's pretty much a down year. Okay, you know, kind of didn't expect that, but we can only get better. Super Bowl is Buccaneers Ravens, so Buccaneers made it again. Ravens made it again, and Ravens won this time. Patrick Queen won Super Bowl MVP. Eagles and Bears and Washington football teams all over the rewards list. And we have 13 players ready to negotiate now. One of them is Stephon Gilmore. He wants a 1-year deal. I think I'll give it to him. He is pretty locked down, so I'm going to definitely pick him up, give him a deal. He's just not interested in signing. A franchise tag will make him cheaper, so we're going to franchise tag him. Devin McCourty, we're going to let walk. Isaiah Wynn, we're going to definitely re-sign. He's a premier left tackle. We get him back. Sonny Michel, we're going to let walk. Adrian Phillips, I think I'll sign him to a deal, a light deal like that. Okay, he's going to test out free agency, though. Okay, so you think you're so cool. Juwan Bentley, to pair up with Sprinkle, would be nice. We get him back. Cam Newton, we're letting walk. Raekwon McMillan, I want him as a depth player, so we should definitely get him back. Ted Karras is a backup center. He's going to test out free agency. Gunner. See if we can re-sign Gunner. We do. And Montravius Adams is a backup DN, so we'll re-sign him as well. He thinks free agency. We gave him a $9 million deal for 2 years, and he thinks free agency will be better. That's crazy. That's just blasphemy right there. But Mac Jones is an 87 now. We still need to upgrade our running backs. Offensive line is still good, which I like to see here. Tight ends are good as well too. Sprinkle's only a 76. We need a free safety for sure though. Our corners are good. D-line is pretty set as well. Yeah, D-line is pretty set. So we just gotta sign some more key pieces to help out. We have 54 million available in cap. Jair is a free agent. I'm thinking we definitely do go with Jair because we want that backup for Stephon Gilmore, and I think signing him would be ideal because he'll provide that safety blanket. So we'll be good at that position. Free safety, we could trade one of our corners for him, so that I'm not too worried about that. Middle linebacker, we have Leighton Vander Esch and Chris Barnes. I think we'll sign Chris Barnes to the deal, and then see what we do with Juwan Bentley, as we did actually just re-sign him. Matthew Judon will be there for 1 more year. Right outside linebacker is fine. Right end is good. D tackle, we don't need anything there. Left end, didn't get that much pressure from Chase Winovich this past season, but hopefully he provides some depth. Right tackle is good. Right guard is good. Shaq Mason's getting a little old. Center, you have to definitely look for a center soon. Left guard, we're definitely good at that position. And I might just sign Connor Williams because then we can move him to right guard once Shaq Mason gets older. So that's not too bad. And left tackle, we're good at that. Tight end, we're good. Receivers, definitely solid there. We got CD Lamb, so I'm not too worried there. Running back is a huge thing. I want to get someone to help out, but let's just see. Let's see if we get Jair first. If we get Jair first, so we get Connor Williams, Chris Barnes. Okay, cool. So we get Jair. We have a solid corners now. Now I want to move one of our corners for our oldest one will be Jonathan Jones. We'll move him for a free safety, even though I want a running back. Let's see if we can get this straight up for Eddie Jackson. Trade offer was accepted. Okay, so we just got a new free safety with that with ease. With ease, we got Eddie Jackson, who's gonna help us out tremendously. And then I want a running back though. Not even I need one. I literally need one. We could trade N'Keal Harry for a running back. Maybe he has green value somewhere. All right, let's see if there's a team that wants him. Antonio Gibson. I feel like Antonio Gibson could be nice. I might try that team real quick. I just need to see the free agents first. So running backs, there isn't really much available. But well, another thing I thought about doing, we could since we just got Eddie Jackson, what we could do, I mean, I could go for a running back here, but we could also draft. But I feel like it's best if we go for one because I don't want to rely on Travis Etienne because he obviously didn't perform as nice as I wanted him to. So, and N'Keal Harry, if there's a running back we could trade you for, that's what we're gonna go for. You know, Joe Mixon would be nice to pick up, but I doubt we could even get him. Yeah, Joe Mixon, yeah. They got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. I don't think that would work though. James Conner, not really a fan of him. Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, I mean, we could pick him up, see if that works. No, they're not gonna let that go either. Got Zeke and Tony Pollard, Myles Gaskin, Miles Sanders, Sammy Huntley, Raheem Mostert, Saquon, James Robinson, Ty Johnson, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones, Christian McCaffrey, Cam Akers. Maybe Cam Akers could work, but obviously it didn't. J.K. Dobbins. All right, you know, let's go with Antonio Gibson. I like Antonio Gibson. And I want to see if we pair him up, give them a fourth, and N'Keal Harry for Antonio Gibson. It's not going to work. So maybe we're going to have to go for a bigger receiver. I like Kendrick Bourne, so it'll be Nelson Aguilar that we try to get rid of. So a lot of teams are interested in him, but you know, we could just give him up for a pick, maybe for a second round pick. All right, maybe a third. Maybe a third would definitely go through. All right, there's definitely other teams that would let him go for like a second. So let's see. Okay, so not the case with them. Maybe a third with the Niners. Trade was accepted, exactly. So we do that. Now we could kind of make some moves in the draft, see what's coming up. 5th-year options. Let's see what we got here. Because I want to make this year the best year yet. N'Keal Harry, I'm not maxing him out. Nope. 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 We declined that. He has to break out this year. We're not even going to draft a receiver. We're going to see what he can do. But we're ready for the draft. We made some key moves. Eddie Jackson's back from injury. We have the 8th pick in the draft. Let's see what we can get here. Hopefully we can get a running back. A running back would be really nice to pick up. We got a kid named Alex Bennett, early first rounder. He's an elusive back. We also have Brandon Sweeney, who's an early first rounder. We also have Eric Strong, who's a late first rounder. He's a power back. We also have Paul McCullum, who's an early first rounder too. So I'm thinking Brandon Sweeney. We're gonna pick him up. 76 overall, rate number 9, true value. Not too bad. Now let's go to our next pick. I feel like our next pick should be in the linebacker situation, but we're gonna look at what's the best player available. Paul McCullum is there too, so we could have just waited maybe, but as we are now in the 3rd round, let's see what 2nd round players are available. A lot of DNs. Let's go with a D end. I think a right end would be nice to fit. We got Johnny Sweeney here, mid-2nd rounder. We also have Jalen Child. So let's go Johnny Sweeney, 70 overall, not too bad. And we're gonna send to the end of the draft and see what else we do. If we look at the draft recap, so we got both Sweeneys, then a receiver, a linebacker, and a guard. Not too bad. Not too bad. So now we're in the first week of preseason. Anthony Jennings is back. We are an 88 offense, 87 defense. This is what the team looks like with the additions of Sweeney now being one of our new running backs here. I'm gonna incorporate him, kind of make him the starter. See how he performs there. And N'Keal Harry has an increased role now because we let go of Nelson Aguilar, so that's gonna be interesting to see how he performs. And then so this is the offense. The defense, we upgraded. We got Chris Barnes in the middle, patrolling that. And then we have Preston Smith still on the outside. And then we have Eddie Jackson, a new pickup, and we also picked up Jair. So this should help the defense a lot. So let's see how well we went 10-6, so we made the playoffs. We bounced back from going 6-10. And we made the playoffs. We won the division. The offense was 11th. Mac Jones was 4th in passing yards, 11th in passing TDs, 32 touchdowns, 15 picks. Another kind of bad year throwing TDs, but not too bad. Brandon Sweeney had 10 TDs. 728 yards, not too bad as his rookie year. CeeDee Lamb had 1,000 yards. Hunter Henry and N'Keal Harry both had 10 TDs apiece, so that's pretty nice to see. Chris Barnes had 5.5 sacks, 5 picks, and led the team in tackles, which is nice. Chase Winovich had 9 sacks. Preston Smith had 7. So these guys really came out to play. Chris Barnes had 5 picks, a lot of interceptions for our defense. And let's look at the overalls of our guys as we head into the playoffs. 91 offense, 89 defense. Mac Jones is now 90. CeeDee Lamb's a 93. Sweeney's a 79. Offensive line, Heron is injured. Offensive line is healthy. Tight ends are good. Kendrick Bourne is our number 2. Probably going to have to change that. Chris Barnes is an 87. Sprinkles is 78. Preston Smith went up to an 81. Jair is a 99. Stephen Gilmore's a 98. Stephon Gilmore. Defense is looking pretty good. So we should have better luck in the playoffs this time, because Mac Jones is experienced. So it's a home game against the Broncos. We take a W, 28-14, as expected, of course. Now we're facing the Raiders. Justin Heron is back, our backup offensive tackle. We took a dub against the Raiders. Now we're facing the Bengals at home. Facing the Bengals at home in the conference championship. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. CeeDee Lamb dislocated his elbow, so we lost our number 1 wide receiver. But we're facing the Bengals. Let's see if we can take a dub there. That'd be nice, because then we make it to the Super Bowl. We ended up losing to the Bengals 35-28 in a close game. But, damn, that's tough. That's a tough one. Mack Wilson also did not make the Pro Bowl. But let's see what players did. Let's see what players did. Hunter Henry did, of course. Offensive line-wise, David Andrews, Shaq Mason. Those are the only ones that made it. Defense, Chris Barnes made it. That's good. That's a good sign. Corners, none of our 98 overall corners made the Pro Bowl. Okay, but not too bad. Let's see how we did statistics-wise, as we were this close to making it to the Super Bowl. Not too bad, honestly. We beat the Broncos 28-14. Mac Jones threw 4 TDs. Got sacked twice, so he was on one. He killed them. Teddy B didn't do too much. Running back Sweeney did his thing. CeeDee Lamb, of course. If we had him, it probably would have been a different story. Philip Hazelton. Oh, that kid we drafted. I forgot about him. He got a sack. Stephon Gilmore got a pick as well, too. And against the Raiders, Mac Jones, 3 touchdowns. Got sacked once. Derek Carr, 2 touchdowns, got sacked 3 times. Sweeney didn't do too bad running the ball. Nice combo there with our guys. Chase Winovich, Sprinkle, and Preston Smith all got a sack. No picks for the defense. And then against the Bengals, who we lost to, Mac Jones threw 2 touchdowns, only got sacked 3 times. Joe Burrow threw 2 touchdowns and got sacked twice. So not too bad of a game for him. It was the rushing attack that got us. 11 carries, 136 yards, 2 TDs. So they killed us running the ball. And Harry though had a good game though. Down to Hightower. Oh wow, former Bengal, a former Patriot got a sack on us, and Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson. But Chase Winovich and Enrique Sprinkle got a sack as well too. So it was just one of those close games. Not too bad. Can't even be too mad about it. Let's see if any of our guys got some upgrades. And then yeah, Mac Jones is the truth. I'll say that. Mac Jones with the team is definitely the truth. Chris Barnes, probably won Defensive Player of the Year, so he gets up to an 88, which is nice to see. And the winner of the Super Bowl is the Seahawks. They ended up beating the Bengals. Russell Wilson wins MVP, and that's pretty much it. Okay, not too bad. I think I just saw Jameis Winston won MVP. I don't know, it wasn't. It was Offensive Player of the Year. It's crazy. But soon end off the video there, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the video. Mac Jones really did his thing. His first year, he won MVP and had the best offense in the NFL. Now he's a superstar, which is pretty nice to see. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other teams want to see me rebuild. I'm thinking of doing a shift when it comes to these rebuilds. So doing like other teams like the Packers or like the Raiders or something like that. Just let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. And remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.